What's it like to get rocked?
Great question. See, man, I like when people give me like entertaining questions. What is it like to get rocked? Now, there's different feelings. Now, I hate that I know this. I wish I could say I don't know what it feels like, but unfortunately, I know very well what it feels like to get rocked. So sometimes a flash knockdown, and this is where it's not really getting rocked, it's kind of just catching you off balance. And that's if somebody catches you with a very clean punch while you're in between like a transition. Let's say you're walking, you're skipping, or you're trying or you're just doing or you're just trying to evade, and they catch you, a flash knockdown. And the reason why that happens is because the moment they hit you, you kind of just lose control of your body for a split seconds. So your knees, if your knees are locked, you lose control of your knees just buckle and you fall to your butt and you get right back up. That's when you guys see real flash knockdowns, the person didn't hurt, just fell down and jumped back up. So that usually happens in between transitions. It might happen because you blinked your eye. If you blinked and they punched at the same time, you didn't see it coming, it's going to catch you off guard, put you on your butt. That's a flash knockdown. Now, next step higher than that is when you get your bell rang. And that one is when you get hurt just a little bit. This will be like what happened to me when Arnold kicked me in the head. And it sounds exactly how it feels. When it hits your body, you're gonna feel you're gonna your head's literally gonna shake. If it sounds like when you ring a bell, you're gonna have that ringing sound in your head. It's gonna go and your body has a jolt of electricity. And while your body is having that electric jolt, you can't really control yourself. So you have to hope that feeling goes away quick enough for you to react. So while you're falling, you're still hearing that noise, and you're having that electric shock in your body. It feels like you just got shocked by a taser, and that's when you're falling down. And if it goes away quick enough, you could pop back up just like another flash knockdown. So they kind of look the same. And then the last thing is a full-blown knockout. And the knockout, you don't feel anything. It literally feels like this. Like you blinked. So what you're going to see is them in front of you. You're going to blink your eyes, and you're going to open your eyes, and it's a whole different environment. The only time I feel like I've ever been out, and the knockout doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna fall asleep. Sometimes you're knocked out and your eyes are still open, your body's still moving, but your body's moving on autopilot. You're not really in control of what you're doing. When my first ever loss on Titan, somebody threw me on my head, but he threw me on my head, and then he finished with ground and pound. He was punching me on the side of the head. So it was altogether, I would say it was 10 seconds of action. But for me, what happened was I grabbed him, I blinked, I opened my eyes, and my coach was in front of me on the other side of the ring. So that whole 15 seconds between me grabbing him, getting thrown on my head, getting punched, none of that, I don't have any memory of that. So, and that's a knockout. So that's all three. The knockout, getting your bell rang, and then a flash knockdown.